Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 3 of Rahul Gandhi's Voter Adhikar Yatra, a road trip that aims to take the vote chori narrative from PPTs to the people of India, from slides to the sadak. Apart from Sansad, this atomic idea of shifting the onus of electoral losses on rigging took seed after Maharashtra and Haryana elections earlier this year, after a poll drubbing that Congress felt was unexpected. Bihar has now become the latest laboratory for leader of opposition's experiment that are rather turning out to be his experiments with truth itself. Because one after the other, this propaganda is being punctured. Yesterday, I told you about the Supreme Court verdict that dismissed a plea challenging that 75 lakh bogus voters cast their votes in the assembly elections for Vikhroli seat in Maharashtra. Dismissing the same plea earlier, the Bombay High Court had called the claims farcical and the petitioner's approach extremely casual. Today, we tell you how casual the approach has been. To amp up its attack of poll rigging in Maharashtra, Congress used data put out by cephalogist Sanjay Kumar as ammunition for its voter fraud offensive against the BJP. Sanjay Kumar, co-director of CSDS, a research institute focusing on voting patterns, had claimed that the number of voters in Nashik West and Hingna assembly segments in Maharashtra rose by 47 and 43% respectively between the Lok Sabha elections last year and the Maharashtra elections earlier this year. He also claimed that the number of voters sharply fell in Ramtek and Devlali seats by 38 and 36% respectively. 2 days since putting out this data, Sanjay Kumar has today deleted the post and apologized for incorrect reading of the data and analysis by his research team. He says that those quoting him should also say sorry now. The Congress, however, is unapologetic, removing their earlier tweets without an apology.
We all know that the vote chori in every state has been different model. It is not fit for all size. So we are speaking about a lot of issues. Some errors would have, some organizations would have done it, but we want a comprehensive discussion on that issue. We are asking for that in Parliament. The government is not ready to accept that demand from us.
बेबुनियाद आरोप लगाने के लिए उनको ऐसी एक संस्था चाहिए जो कि फेक डेटा, गलत तथ्य परोसे. नैरेटिव सेटिंग ज्यादा है. ये फैक्ट्री है, ये मशीन है झूठ परोसने की, मोहब्बत की नहीं, झूठ की एक दुकान या शोरूम चला रहे हैं राहुल गांधी.
Rahul Gandhi's yatra of fact-free narrative building, however, continues. Maybe because he realizes how that his pitch lacks in substance, he is trying to compensate with rhetoric. If yesterday it was another repetition of threats to the election commissioners, today the scaremongering extended to the innocent voters of Bihar themselves. Couched as an explanation for the impact of the alleged vote theft, the Congress MP pointed out that first voter cards will be taken away, then ration cards, and then lands will be given to Adani and Ambani. Listen in to Rahul Gandhi.
पहले आपका वोटर कार्ड जाएगा, उसके बाद आपका राशन कार्ड जाएगा, उसके बाद आपकी जमीन अदानी और अंबानी को दी जाएगी.
एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब यहाँ पे बिहार में और दिल्ली में इंडिया गठबंधन की सरकार होगी, फिर हम आप तीनों को देखेंगे, कार्रवाई आपके खिलाफ करेंगे और पूरा देश जिससे आपने चोरी की है.
What Rahul Gandhi and his team do not realize is the impact his words can have. Look at the images on your screens. Yesterday, Congress workers staged a protest march to Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar's residence in Agra with banners that said Gyanesh must leave Agra. The protesters also clashed with police and PSC personnel deployed outside the paternal residence of Gyanesh Kumar. The BJP is now asking if this is the kind of anarchy that it is trying to incite.
एक अराजक अराजकता का विध्वंस करने वाला राहुल गांधी का मॉडल, जिसमें संवैधानिक संस्थाओं पर बेबुनियाद आरोप लगाना, जब आरोप का प्रमाण मांगा जाए तो भाग जाना, हलफनामा मांगा जाए तो शपथ पत्र पे नहीं दूंगा लेकिन झूठ पूरा बोलूंगा, हर जगह अराजकता फैलाता हूं, तभी तो राहुल कहलाता हूं।
And in yet another example of casual approach to facts and reliance on fear-mongering instead, after Minta Devi fiasco, let me tell you about Ranju Devi. She is from Chasla village and features in a video put out by Rahul Gandhi and his team. She can be heard claiming that 6 members of her family were removed from the electoral rolls despite having voted multiple times in the past elections. However, a probe by the Election Commission found that she was misled by the Congress party and that her name is very much present in the draft electoral roll now shown to her by the block level officer.
हमारा नाम है रंजू देवी, नौहट्टा प्रखंड से आया हूँ, चफला गांव से। पति के नाम है सुधीर राम। हमारे वोटर लिस्ट में हमारे घर के परिवार के 6 गो के नाम कट गया है।
आप पहले थे उस पे?
जी पहले थे। ये नया वाला जो बना लिस्ट उसमें नहीं आया। हमारा वार्ड जो है और पंच है, अरे वार्ड सचिव है, वो दोनों निकाल के लिस्ट लाए। उसमें हमको बोले आपको 6 आदमी के नाम नहीं है, चलिए वहाँ पर आ रहे हैं राहुल गांधी तेजस्वी यादव। तो वहाँ भी बोला उन लोग के बोलना राहुल गांधी से कि हम लोग के 6 आदमी के नाम नहीं है, पुराना लिस्ट में था, नया वाला में नहीं है। तो वही बात हम वहाँ जाकर बोले हैं।
अभी आपको बीएलओ के द्वारा दिखाया गया लिस्ट नया वाला जो 1 अगस्त 2025 को प्रकाशन हुआ है, उसमें अपने नाम अपना पाया?
हाँ।
और अपने परिवार के सदस्यों का नाम पाया आपने?
सबको नाम पाया।
So ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the Motorola legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. Is truth not voters' adhikar, and therefore should Rahul Gandhi not apologize for falsehoods? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author. Also joining me this evening, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, leader of the Congress party, Ravi Shankar Ravi, national spokesperson of the RJD, Siddharth Sharma, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Anand Dubey, national spokesperson of the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction. But my first question goes to the man of the moment, Sanjay Kumar, director CSDS. And Sanjay Kumar ji, your tweet today has literally rocked the narrative boat of the voter chori tirade that has been carried out by the opposition over the entire parliament session. But recently, since Rahul Gandhi's yatra started in Bihar, I want to ask you, the whole voter chori allegation came on the basis of what happened in Maharashtra, where your numbers come in extremely crucial. I want to ask you, do you today believe, after the error, and great of you to express the error and apologize for it, but do you think you've set in motion reactions and actions and yatras and the onslaught on the election commission, probably, which cannot be turned back with just the apology that you've issued?
Turned back, I'm not, I don't know whether the momentum which Rahul Gandhi and the Congress and the opposition has gained from the vote Nyaya Yatra or the vote Chori Yatra, that would have any impact from what I have tweeted, and then I deleted that tweet. Because it has no connection with that, because what happened is that there were different facts being put out by the by different people about the Maharashtra, how many voters got added. So I figured out that overall, for slightly more than 40 lakh voters were added. And I thought that let's do an analysis constituency wise. What is the addition or subtraction of voters in each and every constituency. So while doing, and this data is already available on the site of the Election Commission. At one place, there is the data of assembly segment wise number of voters in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. And at the other place, there is a data of the Vidhan Sabha elections 2024 of the same constituency. So while matching, what has happened is that a row got, like there was a mismatch in the rows because two data files were being merged at one place. So constituency number 125, which is Nasik West, by mistake was compared by 124, one constituency above that, Nasik Central. And same thing happened with constituency number 50, Hingna, which was compared with constituency number 49, Savanir. When I realized that, means yesterday, a journalist pointed this out, that look, where did you take the data from? I said, it is from the Election Commission website. This is not my data. This is Election Commission website. So we went to the Election Commission website and he said, look, this is a mistake which has taken place. There is a row matching. There is a mistake in row matching. You have compared 125 with 124. So when I realized that, I deleted that tweet. And today morning, I thought I must clarify, I must apologize that there has been a mistake from my end, my data team and myself.
Well, fair and square. आनंद दुबे जी, अब आपका क्या होगा? महाराष्ट्र में तो आपने पूरे झंडे गाड़ लिए थे कि अब इलेक्शन कमीशन को डिस्ट्रॉय कर देंगे, बीजेपी को हटा देंगे, रेजिग्नेशन मांग लिया, सबको बोला बैक पैक करो, ये पार्लियामेंट डिसॉल्व कर दो. अब क्या होगा? अब तो सब सॉरी हो गया.
नविका जी नमस्ते. देखिए, जब हम लोकतंत्र में संवैधानिक प्रक्रिया के रहते हुए सवाल उठाते हैं तो उठाना हमारा अधिकार भी है और हमारी जिम्मेदारी भी है. रही बात, ठीक है, गलतियां हो सकती हैं. संजय कुमार जी ने कुछ ट्वीट किया, उन्होंने क्षमा मांग ली. यही तो लोकतंत्र की खूबसूरती है. हम हार ही जाएंगे इस डर से हम सवाल ही पूछना बंद कर दें, विपक्ष की भूमिका ही एक प्रकार से एक साइड लाइन हो जाए, ये भी तो अच्छी बात नहीं है. जितना महत्व सरकार का है उतना ही महत्व विपक्ष का भी है. विपक्ष को अगर लगता है कि चुनाव आयोग गड़बड़ी कर रहा है, गलत कर रहा है, कहीं चोरी करवा रहा है, कहीं डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट इन्वॉल्व है, तो विपक्ष सवाल पूछेगा. अब कोई कह रहा था कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट में हार गए. अरे भाई, वो एक याचिका थी, एक साधारण से हमारे मतदाता हैं चेतन जी अहिरे, जिन्होंने विक्रोली में एक याचिका दायर की और वो गिर गई याचिका. कोई बात नहीं. इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि अब सवाल पूछना हम बंद कर दें. सवाल पूछते रहेंगे, चोरियां पकड़ते रहेंगे. ये वही चुनाव आयोग है जो कहता है कि असली शिवसेना एकनाथ शिंदे की है और असली राष्ट्रवादी शरद पवार जी की है. हम कोर्ट में लड़ रहे हैं. हम वहां भी अगर हार गए फिर भी क्या कहें? जनता की
चोरी आपकी पकड़ी गई, चोरी आपकी पकड़ी गई और आप कह रहे हैं कि भाई हम तो सवाल पूछते रहेंगे. सवाल पूछिए हुजूर, सवाल पूछने से कौन मना कर रहा है, लेकिन सही सवाल तो पूछिए, सही रिसर्च तो कर लीजिए. आप रिसर्च जिन्होंने किया उनकी रिसर्च में गलती निकल आई. सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक जो केस गया वो भी नहीं टिका, लेकिन आप सवाल पूछते रहेंगे मैन्युफैक्चर्ड फैक्ट्स पर. अब ये भी आप कहेंगे कि आपका जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार है. ठीक है, लोकमान्य बाल गंगाधर तिलक ने कहा था स्वराज हमारा जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार है. वैसे ही सवाल पूछना आपका जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार है. सही सवाल तो पूछ लीजिए, सही कैलकुलेशन तो कर लीजिए. आनंद रंगनाथन हंसना अपना रोक नहीं पा रहे हैं. आनंद रंगनाथन, अब आनंद दुबे जी का मर्ज क्या है?
नहीं, देखिए, आनंद दुबे जी पॉलिटिशियन हैं और हर पॉलिटिशियन की राइट है कि जो उनके मन में आए, बिना तथ्य के या कभी तथ्य के साथ लॉजिक उनको जो बोलना है बोले, वो उनकी राइट है. प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे क्या हो रही है, दैट इज व्हाई आई कीप सेइंग नाविका, देयर ऑट टू बी मोर journalism in science, but more important than that, there ought to be more science in journalism. Now, I'm sorry, the explanation given by this gentleman from CSDS, who's Yogendra Yadav's chum, is not enough for me. The fact of the matter is that in science, there are a few practices that whatever you put out in the public is peer reviewed. You cannot just get something from the figment of your imagination by ramshackle fly-by-night operation and then say this is the truth. When you're caught out, I'm sorry, it's not enough that you have apologized. If there is propriety, if there is morality and ethics, then this gentleman should post a tweet to Pawan Khera, who is still not deleting the tweet that carries his data. He should post a tweet addressed to Rahul Gandhi and say, Mr. Gandhi, whatever press conferences you have used that have included our data, please apologize for it. Because the tweet has the data in the tweet we might have deleted, but that data has gone viral. The data is now actually inciting people to hang the chief election commissioner from the nearest lamppost. There are tweets that are saying CEC Ganesh ko फांसी दो. This is the repercussion of your innocence mistake. I'm sorry, it is not an innocent mistake. If you are morally upright, you will post to Rahul Gandhi and to Pawan Khera, including every congressman, to say, please delete the tweet that carries our data. Do you have the guts to do that, sir?
Sanjay Kumar ji, please respond.
See, when they use the data, they didn't take my permission. That should be, I use the data or not. I think, yes, once they have figured out, because I have already mentioned that that was a wrong calculation. If people are still going along with the wrong calculation, this is their foolishness. They should delete it. They should delete it. I don't think that I should be telling them that you should delete, because I have already mentioned that the data was wrong. I have deleted it and I have apologized. It is in the benefit of everyone that they should also delete it. I'm not saying that they should not delete it. They should delete it. But I don't think that I should be writing to them that they should be deleting the data which they are using.
But Sanjay Kumar ji, questions have been raised and Mr. Amit Malviya has tweeted many of these questions. He's raised questions on CSDS, its funding patterns, its narrative building, research that has been carried out, because today everything is under the lens and questions are being asked about the validity of the intentions, because this can be one mistake. How do you get the mistake, or how do you actually analyze the caste-wise descriptions of all the elections that have gone by, the manner in which CSDS does? Questions have been raised on that as well. Would you want to respond to that?
Amit Malviya has already put out a long tweet and he has put out different issues. One which we have already mentioned about the funding, about like most of the analysis of CSDS data, in a sense, when we do the voting behavior analysis, we use caste as a tool to do the analysis. We use various other parameters to do the analysis. We have been doing that since a very, very long time. And we know that caste is an important factor in Indian election. And we use caste as one of the variables to do the analysis along with class and other variables.
Yeah, but today should we believe those numbers? How do you get? What is the scientific basis? Do voters actually come and tell you कि फलां कास्ट में किसने कितने वोट दिए? सब आके बता देते हैं? How?
That's not the way the data is analyzed or collected. We collect the data of opinion at one place in the questionnaire, and then at the end of the questionnaire, we ask various background variables questions like your gender, your age, your caste, your mother's age, etc., etc. And the analysis is done later on. We don't ask the question like, do you think people of this caste vote differently?
Well,
every time we do the survey, we put out the methodological note in public domain. Sometimes there are people who have anxieties about that. Sometimes people also appreciate. So both kinds of reaction do come when surveys put out in public domain.
Okay, all right. But Pradeep Bhandari of the BJP, you've been a cephalogist yourself in your previous avatar. How do you look at what has happened today with the questions that are now being raised on data? Always, agencies that were putting out opinion poll data, exit poll data, they were already under a shadow today. You're talking about CEC being hung from a lamppost. Now it will be pollsters who will be hung from lampposts as well. But on a serious note, my question is, where does this leave the vote chori narrative that Rahul Gandhi is literally trekking across Bihar on?
Navika ji, it is extremely serious. This is a pattern and a process where you spread fake news, you do intellectual dishonesty, then you apologize, and by the time you apologize, the entire fake news and the fake data has already reached to the people. This is not something which has happened just coincidentally. More than 1,000 portals have carried the data of CSDS saying that there is loss of 70% in the mind of the voters, that there is no faith in the election commission. Today on the ground you have individuals of the Congress party using that data to physically threaten the election commission, which is the constitutional body. There is zero transparency in data and the way it is done. If I ask you, Navika ji, if CSDS or any other agency has come out with a poll, if I ask you they've done 100 constituencies, where is the transparency of who's the pollster who's going out and doing the polling? Where is the data modeling? What is the model? A simple apology is something which is not enough. Now, if more than 70% portals have carried out the fake data, will it not be the responsibility either of the political party which has used the data or the agency to call these respected media outlets and issue an apology with the same respected headline? It's just not enough. Yogendra Yadav was associated with this agency. What is Yogendra Yadav's track record? He's a pollster who masquerades as he's a politician who masquerades as a pollster. This is the same man who said that the Bharatiya Janata Party will be losing badly in Haryana. Still he continues to claim himself to be an intellectual pollster. This is the same man who predicted many multiple elections wrongly. What is the guarantee here that an agency which comes out with the data is not mere guesswork and there is an entire process behind it, and it's just not related to this agency? It is to do with the larger process of data honesty and intellectual honesty. I ask you, let it be somebody can get the election right or somebody can get it wrong. However, to use your data, or if you have consciously used your data to peddle a political narrative, that is intellectual dishonesty. The data was released and the tweet was done on the very specific day when Rahul Gandhi had carried out his voter abhiyan. Why was that only on that day? And Rahul Gandhi has been using that data. Why is the agency whose data has been used by Congress party to peddle the entire narrative not making it a conscious, not taking it on itself to ensure that it is deleted, or sending a notice to Rahul Gandhi and others that you are using, we have already apologized and our data should be deleted from your places? Why has the notice been not sent?
Ashwini Kumar Mishra, please respond. Today, should Rahul Gandhi apologize to the nation for depending on false data, trying to create a narrative that is spread completely on fake news and turning the wheels in motion in such a manner, just like elections of 2024? Have we forgotten the way, there was this editing of the Home Minister's statement and that reservation would be removed, the fake news that was spread? Today, this is the fake news that Election Commission, its credibility is down. Whose credibility is down? It is Mr. Rahul Gandhi's credibility which is questionable today.
Navika ji, first of all, I think Amit Malviya should change his name from Amit Malviya to Amit Malware. He is a spreader of the lies. He keep peddling the lies, keep putting the posts. He did that. He tried another attempt about Sonia Gandhi.
You cannot say anything personal against one of our representatives.
He did not apologize.
Mr. Mishra, stick on facts. Stick on facts, Mr. Mishra.
I am telling you because you are spreading it like a virus.
What has Mr.
The charge is against you tonight, Ashwini Mishra, that you are spreading fake news like a virus.
Navika ji, let me
spreading faster than COVID.
I heard him very patiently. Let me respond. I am talking about a computer malware which is spread with a catalyst, and I think media is doing that role. Now coming back to our case, we have never used the data of CSDS for our own research. We have presented a case, we have presented multiple incidents, we have presented multiple witnesses to our case, and if we quoted say CSDS, if Bhandari ji, let me reply because I cannot speak on top.
Are you saying that the Congress party has not used CSDS data? Are you saying the Congress party has not used CSDS data? What about Pawan Khera's tweets? What about Randeep Singh Surjewala's tweets?
I have the exact tweet. Here it is. It's still not deleted. This is it. Mr. Mishra, stop lying on time now. This is Congress Party's chairman of
Ask me a question, allow me to answer. Stop shouting, Pradeep Bhandari.
Deleted it after the
Stop shouting, I can't speak on.
Do not say that you have not used the data.
भाई, अब white lies का भी कोई अंत होगा, Ashwini ji. The data has been used by the Congress party. Many handles of the Congress have tweeted that. Can you apologize?
Just put a reference to it. We have just
Navika ji, allow me to speak. This is not fair. This is not fair. Allow me to speak. Allow me to finish what I'm saying.
Finish ही तो नहीं हो रहा.
What I'm telling is all the data points we have used during the research are not from the CSDS. However, we have given a reference of them putting a tweet. If they were at the
QED,
their problem.
QED, Anand Ranganathan, economics of facts, economics of the truth is being demonstrated by Ashwini Mishra. Anand Ranganathan coming in.
Navika, it is even worse because the data that Rahul Gandhi has been projecting is worse than the fake CSDS data. So ye to matlab from the frying pan into the fire. But I have to say two things out here very quickly. I do admire Mr. Sanjay of CSDS coming out and publicly acknowledging and apologizing. That is good. That is, I admire that fact.
Actual data
but
is
I ask him point, Ashwini ji, I did not interrupt you. It's a very serious discussion we're having. Thank you. It's a very simple, in the spirit of fairness.
I want claiming that our data
Navika, please.
is wrong. How do you know
Ashwini
what we have
please.
is not right?
Okay, Ashwini, hold on. आप अभी बोलते रहिए कि आप सच बोल रहे हैं, दुनिया को पता चल गया है. आनंद.
Thank you. In the spirit of fairness that I have to say, Mr. Sanjeev displayed, it's a simple yes and no question that will clear the air enormously and bring back some credibility that CSDS has lost. Mr. Sanjeev, do you believe that the Election Commission is doing vote chori for the BJP now? Yes or no?
There's no evidence about that. I will have to say, since I have no evidence, I will say no, there's no vote chori. But yes, there are mistakes in electoral rolls. That was there earlier also. Now also you will find mistakes in electoral rolls.
Well, Ravi Shankar Ravi, Sanjay Kumar of CSDS has today very honestly come out and stated that vote chori, there is no evidence of vote chori. There are errors in electoral rolls, पर आज भी होते हैं, पहले भी होते थे. तो इसमें किसी का कोई मोटिव नहीं है. This is what he is saying. Now, question number two that I want to ask you. अगर CSDS का डेटा यूज ही नहीं किया था कांग्रेस ने, तो फिर अब डिलीट क्यों कर रहे हैं भाई? रणदीप सिंह सुरजेवाला डिलीट कर रहे हैं, पवन खेड़ा डिलीट कर रहे हैं. भाई चोरी पकड़ी गई तो सॉरी बोल दो ना, खाली डिलीट करके गायब थोड़ी हो जाना है.
वाह. First of all, Navika ji, my respect for Professor Sanjay Kumar sir has increased because he admitted
and for the election commission,
the mistake.
For the election commission,
election commission doesn't get a clean sheet by whatever Professor Sanjay Kumar ji has tweeted and has said. Let me complete. I think you would allow me some time. See, in such process, there could be so many kinds of issues, from data collection to data reading, data misreading, sampling procedure, sampling errors. Even the peer-reviewed publications are also criticized. They could be criticized on various grounds. It doesn't mean that the issues of the SIR that people in Bihar are facing, the election commission will get a clean sheet on that. Secondly, for the Mumbai central data, that data was given by the election commission itself, and it was analyzed and presented. So these are two different issues. The Maharashtra issue is different. Bangalore central issue is different, and the SIR exercise in Bihar is also different.
हाँ, वो तो different है, because whatever Rahul Gandhi had put out has been now fact checked by the election commission. तो different तो है ही. Pradeep Bhandari, please respond.
Navika ji, with a 3,000 sample. With just a 3,000 sample, I respect Mr. Sanjay ji individually, but professionally I'm asking, with just a 3,000 sample, CSDS concluded that 70% there is a dip in the faith in election commission in the voters. There are 7 crore 80 lakh voters who have registered and filled the SIR form. How could a 3,000 sample conclude that there is a 70% dip in the election commission process? Was the data modeling done similar to how the data modeling has been done in this? This is extremely serious. We need transparency. Leave the result. How do these agencies arrive at conclusion? What is their process? What is that seat count? Where is that researcher? Where can the public see it? If they ask for transparency from the Election Commission, where are they themselves transparent when the data is used? It is about transparency in the entire process. It cannot be that you've just apologized as an individual. Yes, you've done a great job, but the political damage and the damage to the country which has happened because of the fake news spread by Rahul Gandhi, what is the compensation for it? Because every portal, every newspaper used it as a front page headline. There are 1 lakh videos which were circulated spreading that fake news. It took us 2 lakh videos in order to counter that fake news.
Absolutely,
So
big question, but I also want to ask Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party. Siddharth Sharma, fear mongering has become a virtual template for the opposition parties. CAA आया तो शुरू हो गए सब कि सिटीजनशिप चली जाएगी, एनआरसी की बात नहीं हुई थी, सीएए में शुरू हो गया. आफ्टर दैट रिजर्वेशन चली जाएगी, दैट स्टार्टेड. फार्म लॉज आए, अरे किसानों के जमीनें लुट जाएंगी. टुडे व्हाट इज राहुल गांधी टेलिंग पीपल इन बिहार? राशन कार्ड चला जाएगा, जमीनें चली जाएंगी, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. डराते रहो, धमकाते रहो, वोट लेते रहो. Is this the template the opposition wants to set for democracy in this country?
ये सच्चाई है नाविका जी.
I think somebody else is speaking.
वो कांग्रेस वाले आज बहुत डिफेंड कर रहे हैं.
No, can I bring it? I think Navika ji, you wouldn't mind if I bring in a little bit of humor, because number 11 batsman has been given a liberty to swing his bat. Even the fans enjoy whether his course runs or not. Okay.
But we are not in favor of the Asia Cup. So long as you don't play against Pakistan, we are fine.
Yeah. In fact, I agree to that. I completely subscribe to that. In fact, after that 400-400 par fiasco, and Mr. Trump tweeting 24 times that totally falsifyingly that he brought on ceasefire in India, nobody is taking pollsters and tweeters seriously in India. Even the Prime Minister has chosen to ignore Mr. Trump, so no point in taking Twitter too much seriously. But there is a serious matter here, and I come to the substantive part now. There's a saying in Hindi, "Oont ke muh mein jeera." That means that coming seats can't satisfy a famished camel. BJP vote chor hai was admitted in the Supreme Court itself when its own officer pled guilty for stealing votes in Chandigarh. It's true that murmur became a noise when during Delhi elections BJP MPs were found to accommodate dozens of voters in their government quarters. That noise got amplified when every Indian was baffled to learn that New Delhi constituency had lost 42,000 votes while the Indian population is increasing. Now, after stealing 65 lakh votes in Bihar SIR, that noise has reached a crescendo. Gali gali mein shor hai, Bhajpa vote shor hai. That has become a crescendo across India.
But then why are you going after the election commission? आपकी political battle है, politically settle करिए. Why is the election commissioner being dragged through mud? Why are constitutional bodies being dragged through mud? That is the question we are asking. And today, with new facts on the table, why is nobody saying that this entire tirade of yours has suffered a huge blow in credibility? Will you at least agree to that, Siddharth Sharma?
Well, all this harakiri by the Election Commission of India, when two constitutional heads of state, two chief ministers of Delhi as well as Punjab, they gave complaints, personal complaints. That is why, and no action was taken. Now, no action was taken by the Election Commission. That is why today 80% of people of Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, all these BJP ruled states, as per BJP spokesperson itself, say that they don't believe in ACI, they don't believe that ECI is...
Well, that is the other argument, Pradeep Bhandari. इनको डेटा नहीं चाहिए. डेटा हो या ना हो, इन्होंने आपके खिलाफ बोलना है, वो बोलते रहेंगे. But we also asked, we did a survey on social media. Congress cited fake data to allege vote chori in Maharashtra. Data provider says sorry, should Congress apologize? Yes, say 90% of the people. No, say 10%. Nobody is taking the middle ground on this. 90 versus 10. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, wake up, smell the coffee. This is what people of India believe, that you, when you take up the vote chori charge, clearly are conning the citizens of India, the voters of India. And that is a humiliation they will not take lying down. Well, that's the big debate tonight. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1. On the other side, the big cricket, India versus Pakistan match coming up. Where do you stand?